Hello, Ronnie Rodriguez used to work at the Nielsen TV Ratings, the Nielsen company. It appears that he currently works for PayPal. And when he did work at the Nielsen TV Ratings or the Nielsen company, he was a regional sales manager. Before that, he was a global sales enablement sales coach and trainer. Before that, he was a senior account executive. Here is training on how to recruit security/gated specs. Ronnie Rodriguez. The future. More and more new residential construction or security gated communities or buildings, MRs, and they stand for membership representatives, must become efficient with these specs because soon they will be the majority and not the minority. To become more confident and efficient with security specs, MRs must use the tools and training that Nielsen provides. Ncompass SMT research. Check SMT and Ncompass to see if any previous MRs have worked the spec, made any contacts, pre-pack returns, demos, comments, etc. Recommend that you check both Ncompass and SMT. Recruit Basic. Make a visit to Basic to determine if you can gain access inside the building. Low/high security spec. Try to make contact with Basic via entry into building, leaving note and gift at the front door, intercom communication/VM, which I'm guessing stands for voicemail, etc. Talk with building property manager or front desk attendant. No access to Basic? Start ascribe demos via MCT Ipsis. So basically, if you're unable to contact the Basic and find out what type of reception they have, you can ascribe or randomly generate the demos, which are the type of reception that the Basic has. For example, cable, satellite, antenna, or streaming only. Because whatever reception the Basic has, you would use that as a guide to find the alternates. For example, if the Basic is antenna, over the air antenna, then you're trying to find an alternate that is over the air alternate that matches. However, if the Basic is cable, satellite, or streaming only, let's say they're cable, you can find a cable or satellite or streaming only alternate because they're doing a paid service. Cable is paid, satellite is paid, streaming only is paid because they pay for internet, unless they have an antenna. If the home has an antenna and streaming, they count for OTA, over the air antenna. But if the home has streaming but no antenna, they count for streaming, and they could match as a cable home if the Basic is cable. If you're recruiting an alternate, you can actually find a streaming only home for that. But obviously, from my experience, Nielsen does not like alternates that are streaming only. Nielsen managers don't like that. As you can see by my previous videos, there are managers that try to tell their membership reps, employees, not to sign up the streaming only homes. But technically speaking, cable, satellite, and streaming only, they are substitutes for each other when you're trying to find the alternate, because streaming only means that they don't have an antenna or they don't use an antenna. So let's say you can't find the reception for the Basic, which is the first home selected for the recruitment cycle for the spec. Then you're trying to find an alternate that matches the Basic. And if you can't find the reception for the Basic because you're unable to get that information, you would randomly generate the demos via MCT/Ipsis, according to the slide. MCT, they put MCT, but I think they got rid of MCT. They used Ncompass to ascribe, or Ipsis to ascribe. So I think MCT went away, pretty sure. Anyways, BRN. BRN is basically getting approvals for more alternates. You're requesting alternates, because if the Basic doesn't sign up, or you can't reach the Basic, or they don't want to sign up, then you're trying to find an alternate that would match the Basic's types of reception. And you want many alts, because that way it'll be easier for you to work many homes, whether it be door-to-door, etc., to try to recruit an alternate. Especially for secured buildings. If you get more alternates, you can send, security letters through Ncompass or security pre-packs. These are basically security letters, or basically letters saying that you want to visit this. You're trying to gain access to the apartment or condo or gated community, but you're having trouble due to the security features of that community. And secured pre-packs are basically questionnaires that maybe they'll put down their phone number or their email address. If they'd fill it out, send it back, maybe you'll get a phone number to try to contact them. Check to see if alts are in building. So maybe the alternates or some of the alternates are in the same building as the basic. You could reverse look up using address, start mailing procedure, security pre-packs and security letters, UPS/FedEx package to basic signature required. So you could try looking up the address and try to see the names or things like that of the people that reside there, if the data is even accurate. You could try UPS/FedEx package to basic with signature required. No access to basic continued. Keep your sample manager and supervisor updated with security situation. Continue working the basic while sending mailing. Continue to be diligent with sending pre-packs and security letters every week. Check pre-pack returns every other day, if not daily. Because if someone fills out the questionnaire, maybe you'll get a phone number or somehow some email address to contact that person. Reverse lookup. Send an email to your supervisor with the address of the household you need the phone number for. So let's say there's an address that's selected. You need the phone number because you're unable to contact that, knock on that person's door due to the security situation. Your supervisor will use fast data to try to get name and phone number for basic/alt. So they can look up the phone number of the person that resides there. Reverse lookups can be hit or miss. So think about it this way. You're in a gated community, whether it be a gated neighborhood or a gated high-rise condo apartment, and you have security features to prevent people from coming into your community and knocking on your door. Maybe they send the pre-pack advance letter or security letter, and you receive these letters, these mailing, saying this person from the Nielsen company wants to reach you. It has your phone number, but you don't want to be reached. Would you be happy if the supervisor for the Nielsen TV Ratings looks up your phone number, gives it to the membership representative at Nielsen, and has them call you? So you get a random call on your cell phone or your landline if you have one. You get a call from Nielsen, from the company that's sending you lots of mail that if you don't want any contact with that's why you haven't responded maybe, and then they call you on your cell phone. Would you be happy with this? Anyways, pre-pack request. Request security pre-packs via Ncompass. Can only request 10 pre-packs per week, 7 days per spec. Use Outlook calendar reminder. Security letters. Request security letters via Ncompass. Can only request 20 security letters per week, 7 days per spec. So basically, when you're requesting security letters, you can only request up to 20 per spec, and then it's per week, which is 7 days. So you can request 20, wait 7 days, then request 20 more. Because there are lots of alternates. There's more than 20 alternates once you do the BRN. You can have, 99 alternates at once, or even more, depending on how hard it is to sign up a home for the spec. Use Outlook calendar reminder. So you want to keep on sending these letters to all the alternates, etc. So basically, if it's a gated, secured area, you're flooding the alternates with these letters, or you're sending pre-packed security letters, one each, hopefully, or You could try doing that, but security letters can do up to 20 per week, but according to the previous slide, pre-packs you can do up to 10. The difference between a pre-pack is it's like a questionnaire, and it has some money possibly, and then it will give them more money if they fill it out and mail it back. They might be sent with some more monetary incentive for doing the questionnaire, just some general questions, things like that. The security letter is basically saying that the Nielsen representative is trying to visit their community, but they're having trouble accessing the community due to the security features of that community, or something like that. And then here's the picture that is included. So usually the pre-packs will come with, like, a couple dollars or something like that, and the survey, general survey. Things to remember: do all three: advanced letters, security letters, and security pre-packs. So for the basic, the first home selected for the recruitment cycle, they should get an advanced letter. The advanced letter usually is FedExed, may come in an orange envelope that says that, your name from Nielsen, you will be visiting their home or something like that. That's for the basic advanced letters. But then I guess you could send a security letter or a security pre-pack and keep on working, and you work them quickly for these secured areas. Do your diligence research. Be diligent on sending mailing every week. Continue trying to get into the building. If you fail the first time, keep on trying. So Nielsen wants you to, for these secured buildings or secured areas, they want you to try to break in or sneak in or somehow get into these secured areas, so you can knock on their doors and try to recruit these homes. And if you fail, keep on trying. But isn't there a reason why there are gated communities? Maybe they don't want people, a random person, a stranger, to come into their community, knock on doors, and solicit things. Would you be happy if people came and tried to sell you something or ask you to do a survey? Well, you're in a gated community. Does that person have authorization to be in your community? Did they get the approval from the apartment or condo or neighborhood or homeowners association to come into your gated community? Because lots of gated communities aren't the roads, private. So if people are coming in, knocking on your door, knocking on your neighbor's door, and you're in a gated community, and it's gated because obviously it's only for people that are invited into the community. Would you be happy if someone were to just sneak in, follow your car in to your gated community, or try to come in right after you into your high-rise apartment or condo? Or would you be happy if even after they're sending letters to you, security letters, pre-pack, maybe even advanced letter, and you don't respond, they find your phone number using fast data from the manager of Nielsen, and they try calling you on your cell phone? Would you be happy? Results. You will resolve security specs quicker, reduce BAUs, increase your basic rate sign average, increase your confidence in efficiency. Universal gate codes: pound 1212, pound 2244, pound 2233. As you see here, this is some sort of call box, like an intercom, which you could call residents or enter in the gate code. So this Nielsen training, it has universal gate codes. So it's telling membership representatives to try these numbers, to try to get into these secured areas, secured communities. How would you feel if someone tried to use the code and try to get into your secured community without anyone inviting them in from your community? They just use random codes, they guess. Would that be okay? Questions. So, As per the title of the slides, How to Recruit Security/Gated Specs by Ronnie Rodriguez, it seems.